as we are here surrounded by Vikings fans, and we have the hero with us. Stefon Diggs is here on behalf of Delta Airlines, the official airline of the Minnesota Vikings. And what a whirlwind couple of weeks it has been for you from the moment that play took place. How would you describe what these last few weeks have been like?
I would say a lot of love. A lot of love from the community, a lot of love from the fans, a lot of love from my teammates, and a lot of hugs and kisses, as I said before, from some random people, but it's okay.
I saw some of the footage on the field, and you and Case were saying to each other, I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
Now that you've had a little time to digest it, has it sunk in what that play was and the fact that you made a play that's going to live forever?
I wouldn't say all the way. It hasn't sunk in all the way. It's pretty fresh still, and I'm just more grateful than anything that, I put so many smiles on so many faces, being in the position that I was in, and to make a play like that for not only myself but the organization, my team, my teammates. You see the reaction of the guys. It's just like it's remarkable. Something to remember for sure.
At what point in it do you realize you're going to score? At what second in that do you realize I'm going to score a touchdown?
When I look back twice, I did like 2 head checks, like I was driving, and it was a wrap. I said I really might score, and this is going to be fun.
That might be the craziest play of all time. Did you ever get the helmet back? I saw you throw the helmet.
Yeah,
Did you get that back?
It went missing for a while, but I ended up getting it back.
That might be worth something someday. Right, obviously, you were hoping it would springboard your team to a Super Bowl. It didn't happen. You faced the Eagles the following week. They gave you all kinds of trouble.
Yes.
What is it about that Eagles defense that is so good?
They're active. I would say mostly they're active, high-energy guys, and everybody does their job. They got some great guys interior-wise that get some pressure. So, as an offense, it makes it harder to throw the ball, when it's a lot of pressure. But for us, we didn't execute to the best of our ability, and they came to play that day. And we just needed to do a lot of things better than we did.
If Josh McDaniels, the offensive coordinator of New England, called you up and said, hey, give me some advice here. What do I need to do to beat these guys? What would you tell them?
Well, I think they got it under control. I mean, I'm not the best at calling plays, but as far as like how efficient the Patriots offense is, I'm pretty sure they'll do great because for us we moved the ball. We just got a lot of turnovers in the red zone, and things like mishaps happen. But the way the Patriots play, I'm pretty sure they'll be fine. Okay, so you head into an offseason now where there were a lot of questions surrounding yourself and your football team. Let's start with the quarterbacks because your team has an interesting dilemma in that all 3 of your quarterbacks can become free agents this offseason, like Case Keenum, who won 11 games and helped the Vikings to the NFC title game for the first time since 2009. Obviously, he had a sensational season, one that was well beyond what most people would have imagined from him. He replaced Sam Bradford, who missed all but 2 games this year with a knee injury. He hasn't started all 16 games in a season since 2012, back when he was with the Rams. And all of this happened because of the catastrophic injury that Teddy Bridgewater suffered a couple of years ago. He did come back. He threw 2 passes this season after missing the better part of 2 full seasons with that injury that he suffered in the preseason. Now, Chris Mortensen was just here talking about the future. What are you expecting to happen with the quarterback situation in Minnesota? It's kind of weird for me. I've played with all those guys. I've had production with all those guys, and I've built a relationship with them. Teddy was my guy since day one, since I've been here, and he's done some great things, and that's a great guy. That's one of my guys that he's just a great person, and you love playing for him. And then Sam came in the following year, and I built a relationship with him, and I've seen the great things that he can do. And then, boom, this past year, Sam goes down. It's like every year something happens, but our team finds a way to fight adversity. But all 3 of those guys, they bring something to the table that's different, But one thing that they have all in common is that they win, and they are aggressive, and they make good decisions. And, you love playing for them. For me, I don't really expect too much because, I play the receiver position. All I can do is catch the ball no matter if you're throwing, she's throwing, or he's throwing. But for me, it's more so I'm going to trust who they do put in a position. And for everybody else, I wish the best. But at the end of the day, all those guys would be my guys.
Yeah, if I'm the one throwing, you're going to have all kinds of other problems. But I understand what you're saying. As far as you personally are concerned, you're going into a contract year. Are you looking to get a new deal done this summer?
Not necessarily. For me, I'm more so I work out. I work out all the time. I put my focus on that. Going into the new year, I would say I put all my energy in, going into the next year, and at the end of the year, we'll figure it out. But, that's not for me to figure out. I got, agents and stuff like that to, talk for me. But for me, I'm going to focus on football.
You're a 5th-round pick. You're going into the final year of that deal. Your production has been spectacular amongst players who've been in the league as long as you have. With your production, you are actually the lowest paid player, but you'd be comfortable. You are amongst players who caught as many balls as you have. Make sure your agent writes that down.
Thank you.
So you would be comfortable going into the season playing out the final year of your deal?
Yeah, for sure. I love my team, and I love the direction that we're going in based off the year that we've had. And I'm not really concerned about money. That'll figure itself out. For me, it's a lot of football left, and I got years to play. You know, I just want to play some ball.
All right. What's it like having the Super Bowl here in Minneapolis?
It's exciting. I wish we were playing in it. You know, would have made a lot of people happy, but you know, it's still going to be fun. It's going to be a fun game to watch.
It's one of the most memorable plays of all time. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.